I think that is genuinely a work of art.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Ollie.
And today we're going to be diving headfirst into the world of British tea and biscuits.
Have you conducted a robbery or something in the biscuit aisle? This is too much. This is too much.
Was to just buy every type of biscuit.
What do you mean plan? You've done it.
This is just a taste for people at home.
Look, you must be the only person in the world who's sitting in front of this, claims to have exercised restraint.
Quite a lot of restraint, I thought. On my quest, Ollie, for good British food, I was having a cup of tea and a biscuit this morning and thinking about it, and I thought, wait a second.
Eureka!
Wait a second. What do British people eat more than anything?
Probably biscuits.
Tea and biscuits. Gotta start with the original, the digestive.
Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it?
You've just gone ahead and dipped. You've just gone ahead and dipped, and you've experienced a Brit's worst nightmare when you dip and it gets jammed in the cup. I'm digestive, can I say? Traditional British biscuit is made about 100 times better when dipped in a cup of tea.
You know, I'm not above just opening a pack of biscuits and eating them sans tea.
Without tea?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the French.
Yeah, I figured.
It's just you're in a shirt. I felt like I needed to be smart.
Our second pack of biscuits we have is, I would make the case for maybe the nation's favourite biscuit.
The chocolate digestive.
That is, that's another level. That just takes the original digestive and it just elevates it to a near perfect level. I mean, that's a 10 out of 10. It's estimated that between 3 to 6 billion of them are eaten a year.
That's quite a sway. That's like a margin of error of like over 100%.
It depends on the year.
What do you mean it depends on the year? Who's like, last year I ate 300 biscuits, but this year I think I'm gonna eat 650.
Okay, I read another stat which said that we eat 8 million biscuits per week.
Okay, well let's think about this. 52 times 8.
It's 416.
So that's 500 million. That's like so far below the 3 billion figure.
No, it was per day. It was per day. What's 8 times 365?
The answer is 2,920.
Just about beat 3 billion.
2.9 billion. Adds up.
You really didn't eat
Adds up.
We eat a lot of biscuits.
It's about 2.9 billion, but you know, who's counting?
Now, a hobnob, difference here between a hobnob and a digestive, but we're getting into very specific details. Hobnob is a bit more knobbly.
That's a word I never wanted to think about eating. It's a lot sturdier, right? Peter Kay described it as like the special forces of biscuits.
Okay,
because
wait, what?
It can just take infinite dunking.
Hobnobs are like Marines hobnobs. They're like SAS, they're like Steven Seagal at Biscuit World and hobnob. You dip an hobnob, it's like, again, dip me, I'm going nowhere, me son, dip me.
Some biscuits, you dip it once, and then you're like, oh crap, better get it out, because otherwise it's going to crumble.
Exactly.
This one, not a single crumb has left that biscuit and gone into the tea.
I know, but you could keep going.
How many times should I do it before it gets gross?
Just keep going.
Is it not gross yet? Oh gosh. I skimmed it against the side of the cup and now a bit of the biscuit came
It just
off.
suddenly got gross. It was like, not gross, inedible.
Okay, my question is, if a biscuit does crumble a bit into your tea, do you still drink the tea?
Yeah.
We hit the limit! Now it's all in there. I need to fish it out.
No, don't fish it out. Just out of sight, out of mind.
Oh,
Josh.
this is crumbled.
There's no structure to this. I'm going to give it structure.
Okay.
King and queen.
Yeah.
Chocolate hobnob and chocolate digestive. We now need to rate them. How close to the throne are they?
Hobnob and digestive. They're the king and queen without the sweetness.
Exactly. Ginger nut. Prince Harry. How did I not see that coming?
Oh, gosh. We then have the chocolate digestive spin-offs.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those.
Dark chocolate digestive.
Nah, not a fan of those. They're like the princesses. What's that one?
A little bit of extra sweetness added. Caramel chocolate digestive. Dip it.
The best way of describing one of these, it's like an English stroop waffle.
What we tried so far are the most, common, I would say. It's what, if you go into a supermarket and you want to buy some biscuits to have with a cup of tea, that's what you'll buy.
Yeah.
However, there are some others that are proper classics. Everyone had as a child growing up. Now in this section, obviously, you've got your custard creams, your slightly confusingly named bourbons, spelt the same as the American whiskey, which is bourbon, but they're bourbon. And then your malted milk. And then, of course, the rich tea, which
I never grew out of.
they literally just taste like nothing.
I love them. I love them.
This is like literally the essence of bland in my head.
Oh, yeah.
It's maybe the most bland
It's like you
food
take a biscuit and then you take all of the flavour
that was ever created. I mean, somewhere in between cardboard and like, I don't know, wheat.
I like these after dinner
Yeah.
with the yogurt.
The yogurt. What are you, like 3 years old? Strawberry yogurt.
Yeah. You're not the first person to ask that, John. Strawberry's my favourite, actually.
So, whenever I think of this, I just think soggy.
That's why you don't dip.
I want to dip a biscuit in tea. If I'm having a biscuit, it's because I have a cup of tea and I want to dip it. And you dip that in instantly. Can you see that? It just literally looks like wet cardboard. Yeah. And that's kind of the texture.
It's like...
Oh, I mean, it almost is like flopping over. It's that soggy.
Yeah,
it's genuinely...
It's absolutely horrible. We're going to talk about party rings.
Now, I was reluctant to get these.
This is the ultimate childhood biscuit.
I wouldn't even call it a biscuit. It's too sugary for me.
Do you remember doing this as well?
Oh, I'd completely forgotten that I did. Wow, my fingers are too big to do that on now.
There we are.
That's just literally just a very plain biscuit with a thick layer of sugar. Icing on top. Oh, so sweet. I used to like them a lot more when I was a kid. Oh, this is a personal favourite of mine. Fig rolls. It's not really a roll in the same way that a sausage roll. It does look kind of like a mini sausage roll though. That's just fig on the inside. Now, I have fond memories of these. We used to have them every time I went to my grandma's house.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like she thought she could feel a little bit less guilty because, there's fruit in it. Giving us a biscuit.
Classic grandma logic.
So, we always wanted a biscuit.
I mean, no disrespect to your grandma.
Yeah.
But she chose literally the worst biscuit.
Controversial. Jaffa cakes. So if you look at that, right there, it's like a biscuit, but it's like squidgier. And it's got chocolate on the top, and then a layer in the middle, a layer of like orange marmalade kind of thing.
Do you think it's a cake? Or do you think it's a biscuit?
I wouldn't call it a biscuit.
Oh, really?
To me, it's more chocolatey than biscuity.
It defies categorization.
Yeah.
Well, you know what definitely isn't a biscuit, but is amazing? Tea cakes.
Tea cakes.
Tea cakes. I think I'm being serious now. I actually think they're beautiful.
I mean, they are a work of art.
I think that is genuinely a work of art. Like, and even the way they're wrapped and they're so delicate.
Yeah.
You know? Like you could get that.
And they go back to 1890.
Yeah.
People have been eating these in England for a long time.
You could get served at the Ritz, and it's like a thing.
It's true. Yeah. You wouldn't be upset. Full of delicious marshmallow. Oh, and it does have a biscuit on the bottom.
Really good.
A nice fat layer of marshmallow on the top. That's the best of the best when it comes to biscuits and tea.
Well, there's shortbread.
Oh, shortbread is good.
That's a biscuit that is called a bread. I mean, there's so many different words. We've had Jaffa cake, tea cakes.
That's true.
Shortbread.
Shortbread is the Queen's mother.
It's dead.
Yeah. Well, no. What I mean is it's like old and regal and it's like done with power, doesn't need it.
Okay.
But it's like got heritage and history.
Fondly remembered.
Yeah, exactly. And who actually has shortbread with their tea anymore? Very few people.
Yes.
But I bet the Queen's mum did.
Wow. That's like the English way of dropping the mic. just crunch the shortbread. I hope you've been enlightened. I certainly have.
Indeed. Let us know your favourite biscuit if you have one.
And we'll see you jolly soon.
Bye!
Hello, my name is Merinda. I'm originally from Jakarta, Indonesia, but currently residing in Munich, Germany. And my reason to be jolly today is this freshly mopped floor